We are rocking and rolling in Faulkner County. We've had some infighting, as it's happened throughout our states, but I'm happy to announce that in our Conway, we just had a booth at the Conway High School where we recruited 56 teenage Republicans. Republican chapter in the state of Arkansas, so I'm pretty happy about that. My son is also looking to start another chapter at his high school, so maybe we'll have some pretty good outcome for those kids, and hopefully we can set an example for them. So, otherwise, we have our first state election, we're going to set everything on the elected at this point forward, and that's what we're going to do. Oh, yes, we did. Yes, we passed a resolution in our last month's meeting affirming the convention. That was passed by one vote. And we had a meeting yesterday to do that. However, it was called out of order due to missing the window. It was sent out on the 10th day instead of 10 days prior. So therefore, when we had the meeting, it was actually called out of order. So we didn't
Okay, great job, Faulkner County, on passing that resolution. Okay, Mr. Malone, would you like to come up and give the report for Cleveland County?
Steve better looking, but he's on a well-deserved vacation, so I'm going to try and, I wasn't prepared for this, so I'll do the best I can. We had our meeting last Tuesday, and the big thing that we did, I already mentioned, was we had Dennis Milligan's office and someone to speak about the Arkansas treasure hunt. We enjoyed that speech, and all of us got some money, not all of us, but some. But we opened our headquarters, and it's right behind the courthouse in Heber Springs. So if you're up in Heber Springs, one road behind it on the south side, I can't remember the next street. Oh, it's right here, 30th Street, 317 West 30th Street. I can't read. Anyway, we have a meet and greet held by the Cleveland County Republican women coming up. It's going to be on October 24th at the Holiday Inn Express in Heber Springs from 4 to 7. Everyone's invited. All of the local candidates who are in our district are going to be there, and I think French Hill is also going to be there. And they also announced a Reagan Day dinner held by the Cleveland County Republican women. That will be October 3rd at 5:30, and dinner served at 6. That's at the Heber Springs Community Center, and the guest speaker will be Nick Adams. He's an amazing Australian who is now a U.S. citizen. He started a flag and many other organizations where it educates high school and below about the Constitution. It's pretty amazing. And that's really about it. We're all conservative and we're ready to elect Trump.
Just a very quick report. Our county has been undergoing the paper ballot initiative, and we've had lawsuits turned down, things like that. Our committee is right in the middle of that, torn right in the middle of that. There's a significant number of 4 paper ballots, probably the majority. We haven't had a vote on it. Minority is against it, but very vocal. We had our Reagan Rockefeller dinner planned, and moving forward with that, and we had a speaker, a statewide speaker planned, and committed to do that. And we were told one day that that speaker had withdrawn. And so we were just, at this point, we had to cancel our event. I called the individual's office and found out that that, in fact, was not the case, that the speaker had not pulled out. They've been told that our event had been canceled. So really nasty stuff going on in Greene County from people that you would never have thought this. year ago, what is the magic about paper ballots? I've always been an anti-paper ballot person. But I've always been a fair elections person. And when you look at our rigged election system, rigged is a bad word, but you see right through it, the big hole. Somebody else owns the software, somebody else owns everything. You can't scan it, you can't check it, you can't audit it, you can't do anything to it, you can't even get a barcode scanner to scan the barcodes. Obviously, it's not a secure election system. So whether you like paper ballots, which I never did, or you want to fix the system, which I always have, you have to mark it in the dirt and say, this is what we got to do. And I've explained that to several people in our committee about what the problem is. It's not pro-paper ballots, it's pro-fair election. And paper ballots may be one way to do it. They're the only ones in the street not doing anything about it. Has your local legislator been carrying the ball to get the state to do anything about it? Has your judge done that? Has anybody? You just have to look around and say, the leadership should be saying we've got a problem and we need to do something about it. They haven't done that. So we're right in the middle of that in our committee, and we got our meeting this month. We have it. You think Saline County is bad? Just look out. I hope not. I hope we have. I hope everybody is civil. I hope we conduct everything just the way that we should, and I'm going to do everything that I can to make sure that that happens. But we have to start asking people, let's be honest. Let's be honest.
I agree with you that paper ballots aren't the only solution, although unfortunately they seem to be the solution that works right now. The issue with machine ballots is that the security systems that are supposed to secure those systems have been updated since 2005.
Well, if you're a hacker and you want to get in on that, we just saw the hacking group out in Las Vegas had their meeting and they got into all these machines that you use all over the country and everything. Okay, fine. So that's not a question. I mean, that's a reality. So if you're a hacker and you want to get in, which would you rather be? Billy Bob out here in some basement somewhere trying to hack in? Would you rather be the software manufacturer that manufactured that software and is working with anybody? And I'm not saying any of this is going on, but I'm just saying that the hole is in the system that you need to plug that hole up. And there could be 100 different great ideas, but after I started out not being a paper ballot person, I started looking at what these people were laying down, and they're saying, okay, we just mark a circle, or we fill in the circle or something like that, and then we count them on the machine, we count them and verify the afterwards. And I got to thinking about this. We were really dumb. I didn't see this to start with. Everybody's voting, and Claxton County votes with a pencil now or a pen, not with a machine. So you can do that with the equipment that we've got. I'm sorry. I just get a little excited. You can do that with the system that you want to be careful when you get around me. And so the deal is, though, that the machine is counting that ballot. That is the standard, is the machine. So don't let anybody blow you away with that. That's the standard. We're keeping the standard. And then we're verifying afterwards. The money, you're going to cost hundreds of thousands of dollars for Little Perry County. But it's a state issue. It's not a Perry County problem, by the way. It is not a Perry County problem. It's not even an Arkansas problem. There are states all over this country that use the same law of arrangement to do their elections. But it's really nice if you're the guy that's in charge of the state, some big deal blows up, and you're able to say, it was them over there in Omaha. They missed it. Deniability. Okay, so I'm seeing all these things. I'm a slow learner. It takes me a while to catch up, but when I do, I usually bring my lunch and I stay.
Mr. Curtis, do you want to come up and give the chairman's report?
Madam Chairman, I have a personal decline. Thank you.
Just a second. Okay, he's declined. Any other chairman? If you don't mind, let me finish this, and I'll let you.
I just want to say that as a lawyer who's been
working on these paper ballot challenges. I appreciate everyone who signed, helped, worked, volunteered their time. It is amazing to see that we are the people enforcing our part of this platform. And we're having to do it against county clerks with our time and things.
Yeah.
So thank you.
And this is where Steve had to, he wanted to let everybody know that, he wanted to let everyone know that we did have our Save the Nation dinner, had 320 in attendance, made over $14,000. Alan is great with the headquarters being open. We also have the Trail Festival coming up, and we'll have a booth there October 4th and 5th. So just wanted to give you extra on that.
Thank you. Okay, is Wendy Carter in the room? I don't think so. Jonathan Trafford. Okay, those are two other Sharon. I think the only other one that we're missing right now is Lori Justice, and I've asked Clint to go get her, so she'll get the opportunity to speak. And then what we'll do is we'll move on to resolutions and try to start knocking stuff out. Did I miss any other chairman, or does anybody else have an announcement about an upcoming event? No? Okay. Oh, you do? Okay. Well, nice of there.
It's an upcoming event, November 5th. No, it's not that simple. It's not that simple. We need people to step forward, step up, get the training, volunteer to be election watchers, or poll watchers, or judges. We need that. So that's my announcement. It's big, November 5th.
She's the last chairman to give a report, then we're going to move on to some other business. So Pulaski County, there's not a whole lot to report other than we had all 55 delegates show up at the state convention. And y'all know we rented a bus. We got everybody up there to vote, and we participated in closing the primaries and doing all the stuff that we got done, which was a lot at the convention. And we did last week pass, or the week before at our last meeting, we passed the same resolution that we passed here, which was the resolution to acknowledge the change that we made at the state convention in tobacco's. So that's it for last week. Okay, did I miss any other chairman? Did I miss anybody? Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on then to resolutions. Are there any resolutions? None were submitted, which is why they're not in your chairs. But any resolutions? Okay, we did have a really interesting one that I will encourage you guys to get with Keith Callan. I think he just stepped out. It's about the state National Guard. And so it's bringing back some state. Awesome. You want to say? Oh, yeah, sure.
I mean, I didn't write the resolution, but...
Yeah, you can say just a couple words.
Yeah, I didn't write the resolution, but we moved here from South Carolina where we did have a state guard. The state guard is there to step in when the National Guard is deployed. The federal government cannot take over the state guard. That's run by the governor. It's run by the military department of the state. And most states have them, or not most, a lot of them have them. Arkansas had one and disbanded it after World War II. It's still in our state constitution. And with everything going, we believe we need a state guard here if the elections don't go the way we want. And the federal government takes over the National Guards. We have some here at home. The age cutoff in South Carolina is 70, so it's a lot of people can do it. We have a lot of our military in South Carolina. I spoke to Keith Lamford in South Carolina. He's the major and the commander for the 1st Brigade, and he's offered to come help set up state guard here if we could get it passed. Any questions?
With the National Guard, you're saying you don't have a
No, if the National Guard is deployed and we need some here emergency within the state, we have the state guard to step in and fulfill those duties while our National Guard is gone. Is deployed. Just like we sent National Guard down to the border, so they were home during that time. If we had an emergency then, we would have called up the state guard. Okay, well, I mean, yeah. No, the National Guard can be called out by the federal government. The federal government can completely take over a state's National Guard. The state, Keith will be happy to answer some more questions here. The state guard can only be called out by the governor of the state. The federal government cannot touch your state guard. So if they want to declare martial law or do something that take control of all the National Guards, they cannot take control of the state guards. And recently, some states have stood up their state guards that were disbanded, like Florida and who else?
Florida was 2 years ago.
In Texas.
Others have been around a while. Florida's was just 2 years ago. Santa did that.
Yeah. Yes.
How do you get involved with that if you want to?
Well, we've got to get it passed first and stood back up, and then there would be a recruiting effort, get people involved. And if that happens, I'm sure we'll make announcements at our meetings as well this morning.
You talking to the legislators about voting that?
Ma'am?
You talking to the legislators about passing?
Yeah, Keith Kellum has, who do we have, Keith?
Oh, okay, Wayne Long. I think he's going to propose, I don't know where it is on his agenda, he is for it. And I spoke with Dan Sullivan, he's interested in hearing. But Wayne Long is fine.
Yes, sir. No, it's like militia, they don't like to be called militia. Because we do have some militias in Arkansas, but I don't think I'd be involved with some of them. And I've looked at some of them. If we had a state guard, I'd definitely get involved. Before we moved to South Carolina, they offered both me and my wife the commission. We're both veterans. I did 25 years service. And they offered this commission to get involved with the South Carolina State Guard. He was asking if there's a prerequisite to become a member. The rules vary from state to state, so I don't know what the rules of Arkansas would be, but if Major Blanton comes from South Carolina that helps stand it up here, the rules might be similar. One of the rules would be in age off 70 in South Carolina. And, I'm a disabled veteran too, but that would not preclude service. I'd be allowed to still serve. The recruiter in South Carolina 5 years ago walked around with an option model.
Okay, just another comment, and then we're going
That would be something that would probably have to be decided after it was done. I mean, it had been since World War II, so that might be made changes. They had to get, where it's authorized again to do. It's in the Constitution. And then plus, right, it's a resolution of the legislature and the governor to, which I'm going to allow the government to support it. And anybody could do that too. But, yeah, we just feel like in the world we're in right now, the situation we're in, we need some, we can say, well, we need.
thank you. I agree.
It is also called the Arkansas Defense Force. It was really changed from the Arkansas State Guard to the Arkansas Defense Force in '89, as far as when they amended some of it. But if you look that up, you will see an organization called Arkansas Defense Force, but they're not put together.